Now, Bernard, Toohey, you first met this bloke in Teal Cup, I believe, in what, 1980?
1980, yeah. We played over in Perth.
Now, let's talk about the Geelong days, though, when you first saw him come down from... I love that story you tell about Golden Square, mate. Your first impressions of Greg Williams at the Geelong Football Club.
Well, we're just talking with a good friend of ours, David Bolton, who was involved at Geelong and that. And now we've probably worked out why Carlton didn't want Greg at the club, because the first time he came to Geelong, he turned up in a little pair of socks like this. They had blue diamonds, they were all different colours. They were black with blue diamonds down the side. He turned up in the footy shorts and thought, well, maybe that's why Carlton didn't really think he had enough speed. So now I've just worked it out with David's giving him the flick. So we were very, very happy to see Greg in 1984. Like we sort of thought, me and Dave were talking about it before, I thought, oh, this bloke, he's unbelievable. He's turned up in little blue socks and footy shorts. But obviously, as soon as he started playing, we were just amazed with what he could do with the football. And it didn't take long for the football world to stand up and take note of Greg Williams. And it was pretty disappointing, sort of mid-84, at the beautiful day in the Western Oval that he did his knee. And it was pretty shattering for everyone at Geelong. But come back 85, he came back bigger and stronger and ended up winning the best and fairest at Geelong. And ended up being a fantastic player for us.
And mate, the background of the nickname of Diesel. Give us the background, because you got Diesel at Caninia Park.
Yeah, we gave it to him at Geelong. Mick Turner, who was captain of the Geelong at that stage, and was liked to play alongside Greg. I don't know why, because Mick was very much an in and under player. So Mick was pretty happy with the way Greg was going, so we used to have a few team meetings down at Mick's house down in Ocean Grove, which is just around the corner. That's where Greg and Mary first lived when they were in Geelong. They lived down in Ocean Grove, a little fibro 12-square shack. So it's a bit similar to their one in Essendon now.
Oh, what, South Fork? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, yeah. So, and we had, Mick was quite keen on gridiron, so he had got this tape of a guy from the Washington Redskins named John Diesel Riggins. And so he was a guy who, it was a tape, a little short sort of motivational tape, and he would come to a game and he'd have his game plan in hand, and he was the guy who would run the engine room of the Washington Redskins. So we thought, well, hang on, and then we watched this video and we had a win. So Mick thought, well, that was a good idea, which was a bit rare in 85 for Geelong. So we'd had a win, so we said, oh, we'll call it another week. We'll have another meeting down at Mick's just on a Friday night occasion. And we played this video again. And Greg had, after the first video, Greg had a fantastic game as usual. So we said, well, look, you know, a few of us, I think David and Busey were very good on nicknames. They got most guys nicknamed at Geelong Football Club, and I think every football club they've been to. So they said, well, look, you know, what do you think? This guy, Diesel, is just so similar. So that's how Diesel Williams became Diesel Williams. And I think his name's just unbelievable. So now that's where it all started from.